Hello, I'm Nathan P. Butler, author of a Saga on home video and host of From the Star Wars Home Video Library here on YouTube, and this is Star Wars Home Video Year by Year. This time we take a look at 1999. In context here, 1999 is a big year for Star Wars. For Star Wars Home Video, as we've seen before in some years, not so much. This year, of course, is best known for the theatrical premiere of The Phantom Menace, the launch of the prequel trilogy that had been long awaited. In novels, this is also the year that we saw the launch of the New Jedi Order, starting with the novel Vector Prime, which, spoilers for a book from decades ago, saw the death of Chewbacca in the Legends continuity, which was massively impactful, led to a lot of angry fans, and some early fandom toxicity, you might say. This was also the year that we saw the very first official Star Wars celebration, where you could have gotten, for example, this sweet Darth Maul jacket that I got as a gift after the fact, and is incredibly hot, so my god, let's get rid of this thing here. But really, not a whole lot of stuff home video-wise. It was more about Phantom Menace and its initial promotion, including the Star Wars Episode 1 Insider's Guide CD-ROM, which we will see a variant of as a promotional item very soon, but not in 1999. In terms of home video, we really don't have much to speak of here, and the things that there are to speak of are pretty lackluster and just minor items for Star Wars collectors out there. So we talked in the past about how the UK and Japan had gotten those Video 8 Star Wars releases, which are incredibly rare. I noted that in the US, whereas we did have some pre-recorded movies on Video 8 from different companies, like, say, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, the United States didn't get any of those for Star Wars. However, as I mentioned when we looked at those in the past, there was a use of Video 8 for training materials for Pizza Hut during a promotion for The Phantom Menace. So let me just note that, yes, that is another collectible you can find for home video, kind of, if you want to call this home video, or at least a form of home media, I guess. Here in 1999, the Defeat the Dark Side Video 8 cassette. We also last year looked at that massive AFI Century collection and how it tied into the special that was aired on television about AFI's 100 Years, 100 Movies stuff, and how there was a VHS release alongside it in 1998. Well, here in 1999, we have two different versions, just packaging-wise, of a DVD release of that same special, in case you wanted to check that out, which does mention Star Wars a little bit. But really the main noteworthy thing here in 1999 is the beginning of a series of releases for a Star Wars documentary, in which George Lucas sits down with Bill Moyers to talk about mythology in Star Wars. That's kind of a follow-up to Joseph Campbell's Power of Myth with Bill Moyers, which was a 6-part documentary series that had aired years ago. We've seen a lot of home video releases of that. We haven't looked at it here because it hasn't been Star Wars specific, but you can't find episodes about those in From the Star Wars Home Video Library. Just search Power of Myth. This was that initial release of the Star Wars version of it, where it's basically Bill Moyers sitting down with George Lucas, the mythology of Star Wars, here on an initial VHS. We will see another VHS release of this and a future DVD release of this, but for now, it's just this one. And really for 1999, it's just that. 1999 is huge for Star Wars. It is not huge for Star Wars home video. But that will all change when Phantom Menace hits home video, because, oh my goodness, we may have one of our longest episodes yet next time around as we take a look at 2000.